Hey, Michael.
Hey, welcome.
How are you?
Good.
Good. So we have one student so far. Give him another 5 minutes or so. We'll see whether some other folks show up. Anyway, can you both see each other okay? Yes.
And I see you. I didn't see the other. Let me see.
You don't see Jill?
Yep, I see.
Okay.
Hey.
So that's Jill, and this is Michael.
Hey, Jill, how are you doing?
Good. Well,
Yeah.
kind of sleepy, but good.
Long time no see. Yeah.
Well, I feel like a truck rolled over me last night. I went to bed, I felt okay, but when I woke up this morning, I had a fever and was pretty. And you can tell I messed the invitation up because my brain is just not working right. We're not working at all. Anyway, this is just a kind of a wake up class, and I call it morning qigong. But what we really do is kind of silk reeling. So just do whatever you want to do out of the silk reeling stuff. I usually do a lot of work on the spine, just to kind of get everybody to move a little bit and go from there. And Jill and anyone else who shows up, ask Michael questions.
Exactly.
Michael is very, very knowledgeable, and he's a good guy too. So he'll probably answer your questions. So Michael and I trained together with Master Zhang for many years. Yep. Seems like it was just yesterday, Michael. Seems like it was just
time flies by. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to be around the corner doing some work on my computer. You guys go ahead and do anything you want. We'll see whether anybody else shows up, but go for 45 or 50 minutes and have fun. All right?
Yep.
Ciao.
Hey, Jill, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Yeah.
You are right now in Minnesota, right?
What's that?
You are in Minnesota area in the Midwest.
I think what you're remembering is because I was actually I was spending a large amount of time in Minnesota because I was helping family, but I'm actually in San Francisco.
Oh, in San Francisco. Okay, good.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So for the Qigong, my practice is like this, right? It's about the breathing. It's about the sense, the existence of everything in your consciousness. Basically, that's Qigong is. So you do all the exercise we have. Literally, it's help your brain, your conscience to go through everything inside it. To not necessarily you have to handle everything, just to aware the existence. Right. So it's in the Tai Chi center is a Pengli Jian is listening. That's Qigong is. It's listening. Yeah. And when you're listening, you understand it. That literally that's gone. Right. You understand the existence, and you learn how to work with it. Okay. So breathing is very important for us. Okay. That's it.
Michael, I just should have told you that Jill broke her ankle not very long ago, so she's able to do some of the exercises, but has to be very careful of her ankle.
Yep. So completely all the physical movement is optional in Qigong. It's different than self reading. Self reading is kind of like basketball drill. It's for martial arts. You learn certain geometry movement, but Qigong is here. Nothing outside. Outside only help you. Okay. So let's do it. So inhale. Exhale. Do it again. So when we work on that, you move your foot to one side gently, maybe 10, 90, or then another side, we're moving down, yes. And also the diaphragm, we move up, go up. When you exhale, you settle down. So kind of your torso, you kind of open the chest, feel the lung. And exhale, settle to your hip joints. Yes. And one more. And I said before, the movement over the 4 dimension is inhale, exhale, open, close, and it is always left, right, and up and down, right? So now, let's say you put your hands right in front of your chest. First, two hands touch each other, palm, everything touch it. Now, you slowly separate them. You find there's something connect each finger tip, palm, and then we call them silk. Now you can pull them away. Inhale, yes, pull them away. Exhale, you can pull you back. I can have a description to feel like you have a family has 5, 10 siblings, or just like you have your brothers, sisters. You grew up together, you know each other. Now it's time comes, you're gonna move away, travel. Yeah. But how are you always connected? Each one of them, regardless how far you are away. So when time calls, and then you come back, you meet, you celebrate. Yes. To do it. Up, open, inhale. Down, exhale, close. So when you pull it away, you can feel the tension is so gentle. You do it gently so you don't break them. Now the tension will pull you back. Yes. You listen to the tension so you don't go too fast, too slow, just right pace. Because if you go too fast, you could break them. If you go too slow, they could get stuck. Last one. Oh, right in the middle. You can close your eyes, just breathing. Count your breathing for 9 times. And the process, you do not have to control anything. You observe their existence. Now when you don't open eyes, relax. And often when you open eyes, you feel you have a dream, have time travel. Because why? You go through everything, it suddenly feels different. Your point of view feels refreshed. And when you standing, you do not just stand there, just standing. You stand there, feel your food. Like right now in the home, that's perfect. You can just barefoot it. Feel your food, you just touch the ground organically, like tree roots. To move left, right. The different food, like when you move to the right foot will be expanding like this. To the this is the floor. This is the floor. This is the floor. This is the food. Or kind of like this. Expand. When you move away, kind of suck. You have to feel that to make sure your food is kind of alive, connection with the ground. Because that's important. That means that makes your neck is not tense. You're not just carry your weight. You actually support the structure, be part of the structure. So that's where when you are like saying up and down, you actually your foot, your knee slightly changing structure slowly, because that kind of scenario, right? Let's say when you say up, your foot try to grab the ground because you try to fly away. You want to make that connections. When you exhale, the foot expand, kind of stay you on the ground like a tree trunk. It's good. Again. Now let's do the next one. Well, look the hands. You do a circle. Yes. And when I move it, because I will come here. I open my chest first. Let me go over this. I open my chest first. Now shoulder. Now elbow. Now hands. So almost like my hands still here. My chest is all open. Yes. And then my hands still back outside of my chest, close already. Yes. You actually feel your arm is like a rope. The movement is comes from your hip. Swing the ocean. Yes. Like a curve. Different direction. Let's go on our side. So move your weight. Left. Up. Down. Remember, open the chest. Close the chest. Touch palm. 捋 Qi 啊 So finally, I talk about the food. If you bear food, you feel it. When you're up, you feel your body is trying to fly away, and your foot has to suck on the ground. Hold it. When you're coming down, you bend your knee, the foot expanding to support you. Let's do the reverse. Hi, Barbara. All right. Good. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, close the chest. Again. Inhale up. Reverse. Again. So the chest open first, shoulder, elbow, hands. So the move, the all come from your hip. Inhale up, stretch. Exhale, compress, stay. Now, close and close your eyes. Breathe in naturally. Move your weight left, right naturally. As I said, it's time to go through everything in your conscience. Count your breathing 9 times. You go down, relax. Yeah, if you are in the park, it's a good time for you to close your eyes. Listen to anything. Bird flying, people talking, water fountain, water splashing. Or at home, you can play some nice music. Because why? Your mind will just ride the music, move it slowly, anywhere it takes you. And next one, let's do the movement. Not sure you can see me. You stand, and then you put your hands right in front of your chest, about 1 foot away, and then move to the left, coming back, right over your chest, and to the right, and move it. So now I will tell you the metaphor, how you should feel. You feel you're standing in a swimming pool. The water just about the chest level. You will move your hands on the water, but not touch the water. So when you move away, kind of like right over the water surface, the water is choking, right? Wind flows by. This occasionally, the water will touch your hand. Slowly, touch your fingertip. And can you count them? How many times each circle the water can touch it? No rush. Remember, there's no water. It's all in your mind. Yeah. It's completely random. But you know it. So I will go to a more extreme scenario. Let me know if you feel kind of stressful. Let's say you are in an office. It's an office table, the working desk. Over the working desk, you have a layer of sand. And your job is to use your finger palm to touch the sand. So you can draw a circle. First of all, you draw the way, you have to make sure your structure stable can hold you. Right? So it's very perfectly leveled. Now here comes the riddle. So when your hand touch the sand, there's a lot of sand rocks. You can feel them. They're all different. Every single one of them. They're all similar, but they're all different. Can you tell me, or can you tell yourself, how many sand you touched each time? And can you even give them a name, each one of them? You can call them out one by one. The reverse. Inhale. Exhale. Left. Right. Flying. Back. So it feels like if you think you're a cup in the ocean, your hands is playing with the ocean wave. Just carry it away. Yes. And your foot is what sits you grounded on the rock. Wow. Close. Collect yourself. Same drill. Now you close your eyes. Naturally, count your own breathing 9 times. Okay, when you're done, open eyes. And yeah, relax. And so far, any question?
Yeah, I was wondering about the two things. So one with the eyes is when I look at you, I feel like you're drawing the path of where your hands will be.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
For me, I actually want to do this. My hands kind of flat.
Right.
I try to envision myself, my fingertip cut at the water surface or at the desk surface. And then when you move away, your body has to slow down a little bit because otherwise you kind of keep it steady, right? When you come back, so that makes your body kind of move, the whole body movement, right? So the knee, so when you hand move away, you kind of knee bend slightly. When it comes up, you stand up. Yeah. But the idea, I'm not trying to force the physical movement. I think is it because the Qigong, everything done is metaphor. Because why? All the physical movement we do is to help your mind eventually examine everything in your mind, including the physical force you feel, right? So that's why I talk about the metaphor about you feel the water touch your fingertips, right? Don't rush. Because nobody force you to count it accurate, but can you count them? Can you count them comfortably? Yeah. And you can count them comfortably, then tell me you're confident. Yeah, I know it. This is what you're reading. It is your word, remember. Everything you say is true, right? But the idea for you to feel that comfortability, relaxation, that's where the Qigong is. Now, you close your eyes, you trust me, you probably has, when I was young, as a student, I have zillions that goes by in my mind, like a wild horse, right? I'm standing there. And I always try to control them. It's so hard. But I understand now, I'm teaching myself, it's not about control. It's about, can you see them? If you have something that drives you crazy, a wild horse running in your mind, can you even see how fast they're running? If you see detail enough, not only see how fast they're running, you can see every step they touch on the ground, bang, boom, bang, bang. Because why? You are in no rush. Right? So that idea is Qigong. It's basically you, to me, I think it's two scenarios. You need to be super relaxed. Let's talk about like food grounding. You have really to be like kelp in the ocean. So the whole body, all the is very sensory, like sensitive to everything around you, right? And secondly, it's really about alert. So which means you are super relaxed, then you are highly alert. You are not sleeping. You are not just relaxed dead there. You are relaxed too, so you can every sensory organ or like a prop in your body is reading something. And that amplification in your mind, that's where the Qigong exercise is. So now in daytime you are busy, but you don't need where the existence, the rush you to finish, and you just have too much thing to do. You don't even know you did it right or wrong, worry about some other people's critics. Now this is time for you to feel yourself. Remember, even somebody, let's say you do some work, somebody criticizes you, didn't do right. That criticism you receive is in your mind, right? So this Qigong is actually help you to be comfortable in that existence. And in the Buddhism scenario, I was talking my philosophy, right? We call what we call Dantian and the mind, right? So Dantian is what in the Buddhism philosophy, Taoist philosophy, is what keep going, is what inside of you. He has no feeling. He actually owns your conscience. He's the owner of the, I will call conscience as garden. He's the owner of the garden. But you work on your conscience that you are the gardener. You are not the owner. The owner always owns it, regardless of what it is. Because that's the meaning why you are here, right? Why we are here. And the gardener sometimes gets very busy. And the garden could be so much things going on. He could have so much work, or sometimes God could be a mess, right? That we call it stress. And as a Qigong exercise, the gardener help the garden owner, help the gardener go through the garden so you can get your work properly done. Hope that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
Thank you. And Barbara is okay with you?
What's that?
Is the answer okay with you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So that's also, I think, the important for us is breathing. I think the Qigong, breathing is a fundamental part of it. Because remember, Qigong is feel alive. You feel everything is alive, right? You are so connected. Like anything surrounding you, virtually or physically. And to be alive, you have to breathe in. Not too fast, not too slow, on your own term. Because why? That's how you engage with your environment. When you inhale oxygen and exhale, you are make your system working, right? So that idea, so breathing naturally is super important. Good. Okay. Let's do the next exercise. So we're gonna open up. You envision that the pole in the air, the no real pole, is your head. You grab it and you pull it down. When you pull it down, you gotta put some of your body weight there. Otherwise, how you put it down? He also wants to put your body up. Body weight down, up, and eventually your gravity takes over. The horse will come down, and your job is to settle down gradually. Yes. Not too rush, not too fast. Yes. It's one. Again, inhale, go, search that rope in the air over the head, and grab them, and pull it slowly. One more. So remember, I told up. So now when you grab, your foot has to touch the ground because why the rope almost take your body away from the ground. You have to keep a connection. And now when it comes down, your foot expanding, set you firmly on the ground. Three. Four. Okay, so now collect yourself. Do the same drill. Close your eyes. go through your own garden, or the plants, or the flowers, trees. Count your own breathing 9 times. Good. And for the last exercise, I want to talk about a geometry thing which we are paying attention. So we can redo it, repeat it, right? So in the Tai Chi, we call it the dantian, which is the hip at the hip area, and then the dantian here, right, which is right on the forehead, called upper dantian, lower dantian, and then there's the middle ones, which are at the heart level, chest level. So in the well, particularly in martial arts, right, but in Qigong scenarios, the distance from the head to lower dantian is fixed. There's nothing you really can move much. It's generally the same distance always. And then if you like a train, I want this to be the trunk or the kind of spine of the train, right? And now the middle, which we call the chest level, the diaphragm. When you open the chest, diaphragm is up. So the middle dantian go up. And then so the distance from the chest to the hip is stretched. And the upper kind of compressed in a very mild way, right? When you exhale, your diaphragm comes down, you settle your torso on your hip. So the distance from the chest to the hip kind of compressed. So your abdominal muscle kind of expanded because why you relaxed, remember? But the head and the chest were stretched. And in the Qigong, Xu Di means you are always straight up. So kind of stretched up. So if we follow this, redo what we did like for the last exercise, so that you feel this way, right? So you are up, middle dantian up, diaphragm up. Yeah, you search for the rope. Now you pull the rope down, you lower the diaphragm, your head straight up, but your torso settles on your hip. You open your knees slightly so you be stable. Yes, relax. Yeah. So in other words, your head is always in a kind of straight up scenario. So one more. So that help you to Because the whole idea of everything in Qigong is to be alive. And our spinal cord is actually barely moves, the upper back, lower back, right? Particularly for the vertical directions. And this feels you try to feel that alive, so you will know it. Yeah. And when you count your breathing, depends, because we do Qigong, we do all the physical movement is to make sure you understand that the physical force is a very important part in your consciousness, not just all the virtual forces, right? So occasionally it's okay, particularly when for younger people, they will put your hands up. Yeah, level depends on you feel level. Normally you can just touch with your body, it's fine, okay. The higher you up, the heavier your arm gonna be. Just gravity, right? But your idea is not to say how strong I am, is to use that gravity to feel the developed sensitivity. Because why? You higher you raise, the weight of the arm will be more visible to you. Because why? You can just more tension. And you have to relax your body to measure it. It's not, so this exercise is not say how strong my arm is. It's like how sensitive you are. Can you measure the weight? If you can measure, you feel confident, you know the weight. And you can even tell the left, right, that's like different, right? Different angle, different angle. So that idea is to develop the sensitivity. No different than pulling the silk. It's that same metaphor. Is to say how you can feel the gentle minor changes around you. And in my understanding, Qi is anything in your world in which your conscience and moves alive. Could be wind, somebody talking, bird flying, I have to pay my bill, somebody driving me crazy, I got a dinner plan, all this stuff, they're all considered Qi. And as your gardener, your job is to go there, to look through them, take care of them, make them in order. That's called Gong. Gong means the level of masterfulness, right? So Qigong, that's what it is make sure you let yourself to be at harmony with where you are.
So what you're saying is Qigong is all in the mind.
Yes.
Yes.
And all the movement I have to tell you, you don't have to do it.
Right.
By read the Qigong master book, right? He just says you can do anywhere. That's why monk sometimes just sit there, the Qigong. Because why? It's all in your mind, right? And even I told you, even like somebody like in martial arts, somebody hits you or you have to control knock somebody. Those are force eventually has processed in your mind, right? So the mind clarity is very important. And when you ask me, oh, how I be quiet? What's the meaning of Qigong? What's the key sentence? I say, key sentence 2 words. If you remember it, you know, it's here, now. If you understand in this time and space, you are here now doing these things for a reason, your mind is relaxed. If you want something take you away from here, something just cannot take you from here, cannot take you from now, that to me, that considers stress. That considers something your garden force you to do something. As a gardener, you are not feel comfortable to do it. Right? So that itself is literally is the Qigong. So Qigong, and many times people sit there, and for Tai Chi, we sit up straight, right? Because we want to be kind of have good posture and make sure with your eyes, like for me, I say, close your eyes, count 9 times, close your eyes, count 9 times 9. They're all just metaphor. It's not important. Important is the idea. If you have the idea, you count 90 times. But if you are not right here, ready to do it, count 2 times, open eyes, walk away, because why? Doesn't really helpful, right? There's nothing really, if your mind is not here, not now, you cannot do it. And Barbara, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does make sense. It's different from what I've been hearing from Malcolm, but that's how Qigong is. It's different for everybody. So
exactly,
I have to have
it's a personal journey.
take,
It's different for everybody.
Yeah,
And I cannot. I teach you how to Qigong, how to reach the journey. What I share when I teach, I share my journey, which will be different than you actually experience yourself, right? It's about a personal awareness. And Malcolm and I will come from the same teacher. You ask them a question, we'll give you a different answer because why? We have different personal experience, right? Okay, go ahead.
Michael, you have the same master as Malcolm?
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. So now let's do this next exercise. You have hands, kind of. You don't have to open straight, right? Just kind of slide over hip level, and like this shape, right? So now you feel you have 5 rubber bands. Connect your hands from your fingertip to the ground, right? And you try to pull the rubber band up one side, and then let the rubber band pull your fingertip back down, pull another side up. Yes, it's slightly skillful, but it's the same idea. So now, when you pull, I want you to read the 5 rubber bands connect to your fingertip to the ground. They are all slightly different. And can you read them? Tell the difference. Even though they all come from factory, they exactly looks almost identical, but they are different. And to understand the difference, that's where the sensitivity comes. It's not about how strong you can pull it off the ground. No. It's not. It's just read, understand how much you need to do to pull off to the ground slowly. And every inch you pull off, the tension builds, the tension builds, the tension builds. And eventually you let it go back, rest. And now the chest. Okay. When you're up, chest open first. Shoulder, elbow, hands. Chest. Yes. And you want to measure the property. We talk about the upper dantian, middle dantian, and lower dantian. You want to measure it. Like from here, your middle dantian go up. So you measure the property. Yeah, settle. Go up. Settle. So it's kind of like you are. I told you I always use a gardener and the garden as an issue. So you go there, go to your garden. You see a plant. You want to help the plants, right? The first, you touch it, you pull up slightly, straight up, just what you needed, and put that down. Make sure the poster right properly. So you are not hurting the plants because when you pull, you listen. Now, when you put it back exactly where you want them to be. And you can see my hand when I pull, my hands kind of like shoulder, elbow, wrist, palm, fingertip. When you pull it down, everything goes down first, fingertip goes last. Because why? I want to make sure it's prepared, so do it right. It's not about the rubber pull my fingertip down. Is I feel it's better for me to settle the rubber down. So that's why it's on your turn. If you feel a big, like a yoga ball or like a balloon, you push the balloon down, the balloon pushes right up. But you want to make sure down or up is on your turn. So now the balloon is your slave. It's your God, it's your plants. You are the gardener. So if you let a balloon control the engagement, then you become a slave. It's no good, right? Yeah. If you feel like your shoulder is kind of hot, tension, relax the shoulder. Because remember, the idea is the shoulder move first. When hands up, shoulder is already down already. So you don't have to use shoulder to raise your arm at all. Now you can do two hands, same, together. Yeah, this is no different than what we did at the beginning of the Tai Chi Form 24. Very simple. The movement. Inhale, open the chest, up. Exhale, close the chest, down. Now the same idea. Close your eyes. Little go through your hands. Count your breathing. So often when you, because it's so relaxed, so your hands feel hot and big, heavy, which is very normal. It's just your blood circulation goes everywhere. You try to sense around you with everything you have. So your body feels super relaxed. So your food, your particular hands feel like swallowed hot, which is very normal. Hey, Malcolm.
Hey, Michael. Wow, thank you. I was listening, That was a great class. You guys should appreciate that. When you see a different perspective or many different perspectives, it helps you find your own perspective. Because as I've told you before, you're going to do Qigong your own way. There is no other way to do it. You're going to do it your way. But I use different metaphors than Michael uses. And I focus on some things. Michael focuses on some other things, but they're not actually in any kind of conflict. They're just different ways of looking at things. So two guys that are painters might go out and paint Mount Hood here. One guy's going to paint it this way, and the other guy's going to paint it another way, right? But they're both legitimate ways of looking at it. And from your point of view, hearing such a good explanation of the way Michael approaches this is really invaluable, because you're getting a chance to see into somebody else's mind, and somebody who's very experienced too. Anyway, Michael, thank you very, very much.
You're welcome. And I just want to say just follow what Malcolm said, right? Because he's much senior than I am back in the days. And I also have a question too. And he answers me. And I'm pretty sure he probably forgot his answers. But some of his answer is very insightful for me to help me on my journey. As he said, if even the answer you hear from a teacher is in your mind, is your in turn to process it. It's your journey, right?
It's your journey. You have there is no other choice but listen to different voices, listen to different people, and just feel what it is they have that they can give you. It's really invaluable. Okay, guys, I hope by tomorrow I'm going to be in better shape. But Michael, thank you for saving my butt this morning and standing in for me. I really appreciate it. It was wonderful to have you. It was wonderful just to hear your voice in the background. Right?
Yeah. And you and Andy, take care. And everybody feel alive.
Sounds good.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Have a great
Michael.
Bye.
Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you.